Good day, Terrarians. Purple Mentat here, bringing you episode 5 of my Terraria 1.3 Expert Mode Let's Play. And you're joining me halfway through the very first blood moon. I figured I'd let you guys join me for this, as I found a way to keep myself moderately safe for the time being, as my area is just big enough that things aren't spawning in the back. It's all coming from in front of me. So I can stand right here and swing my sword while everything dies. That was a new noise. But there's... What is that noise? Is that those might just be the blood zombies. Anyway, there's horrible new enemies like the blood zombies. There are these things called dribblers that have a ton of eyes on them. I think I need to get away from the house a bit because I think there are things spawning on the other side. I need to move over here for a bit so that it can despawn and I can get a higher enemy count over here. And there's just lots of enemies spawn. Zombies can break doors. It's bad news. Blood moon is bad news. What is that? Is it the... Yeah, it's gotta be the blood zombie spawning. Okay. Alright, time to cut our way back to the base. It's a lot of zombie meat to slice our way through. There we go, though. Run, 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 run! Oh, darn it. Whew. Because this thing has the projectile on it, it actually occasionally allows me to turn around without needing to stop swinging, which is rather nice. Most of the auto-swing weapons don't let you do that, as far as I know, though that might have been updated since the last time I played. Also, I have been informed that the maximum HP is no longer 400. It used to be, and I believe that the non-hard mode maximum HP is 400. But apparently there are ways to go beyond that without even talking about gear and accessories. So, yeah, minor correction there. Alright, yeah, I just wanted you guys to see the frenetic activity of the new blood moon, and the blood zombies that go with it, and the dripplers. Ooh, wild shackle. Good time. This is the most horrible noise, that squelching they make when I slice into them. Anyway, looks like we're about 3/4 of the way through. If a boss spawns or something really cool drops, I will cut back in. The plan for today is going to be getting a standard mushroom farm built, and then probably just more caving and exploring and extending our mine shaft a little bit deeper. It's the start of what used to be affectionately known as a hellevator. It's going to be a straight shaft all the way down to the underworld. Luckily, the rope makes that so much better than it used to be, because time once was you had to just kind of put water at the bottom and hope you made it deep enough that you don't die when you land. These days, you can ride the rope down just as fast as you can fall, so there's no point in not using rope, unless you just really want to be able to hurl yourself in there and not have to pay attention. Looks like I got another shackle and another demon eye batter. That's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll be working on that again sometime soon. So it's not exactly a boss, but we have had a special zombie monster spawn. The Bride. I don't know if she always drops something cool, but I know that she at least has the chance to. And we've got her bouncing back faster than she can walk forward, so we're in good shape. Down she goes. Wedding dress and wedding veil acquired. We'll check those out in the morning when we have a chance to stop swinging our sword at things and play dress up. Alright, dawn is here. We have earned an achievement. Was it a challenger one? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it was probably a Slayer achievement. Bulldozer, heavy metal, no? Explore? I am loot. Alright, they're... Pretty sure they're all activated now, but I'm not seeing the achievement that I just got, which was Bloodbath. Survive a blood... Oh, there it is. Survive a blood moon. Nocturnal event where the rivers run red and monsters swarm aplenty. Fantastic. New items are a 1% melee speed shackle, a plain old unenchanted shackle, demon eye banner, zombie banner, the wedding dress, and the wedding veil. Violet wedding dress and violet wedding veil. Why not? Also, achievement, get fashion statement. Let's see what that one is. Probably just have a... Yep, equip armor or vanity clothing in all 3 social slots. That's kind of awesome, actually. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Wonder if there's a set bonus on it. Pardon me. Nope, no set bonus. Alright, so... I was still doing just a little bit of work on the glowshroom farm over here, adding another layer to it when the blood moon broke out, and I wanted you guys to be able to see that. So I'm going to finish this off, though honestly I'm not sure I need another layer. Look at how productive it is already, and it's not even all the way through. And then we'll get started on the regular mushroom farm. Back in a bit. Quick break from continuing to terraform the mushroom biome over there. It is raining, therefore, my water leaf is blooming, meaning I can collect water leaf and water leaf seeds. Always important to run back when it does start raining so that you can do this. And I have a ton of extra day bloom planted, so I'm going to not plant more of that, get more water leaf and more blink root planted. Oops, blink root, water leaf. Awesome. And again, excess seeds into the seed bin. We're going to need to expand this greenhouse very, very soon. To get your glowing mushroom biome to spread, and in fact this isn't even a biome yet, it's just almost starting to get there, but there aren't nearly enough glowing mushroom blocks in the area yet. You're going to need to build yourself a little mud pillar like this so that it can go down. You need to have that mud connection or it doesn't quite work. Alright. But yeah, we're all set here. So let's go get to work on the regular mushroom farm, which is going to be very important for creating the lesser healing potions, which we are then going to use the glowing mushrooms to turn into regular healing potions. Once we have a nice supply of healing potions, as well as some of the other stuff that our planter, greenhouse is going to allow us to make with the mushrooms and such, then we can get to work on progressing a bit, getting some better gear, and maybe killing a boss or two in the next couple episodes. Be right back. So, gang, I was working on expanding my, got him. I was working on expanding my greenhouse here. As you can see, I've got quite a bit more of it going on. And I happen to have a traveling merchant show up. So I decided I'd drop him into the water pool down here, so I could get his hat. In part because I'm a monster, and the other part because I wanted a feathered cap to wear around with my wedding dress. Which, because of my very good friend Sanjuro, is now dyed a pretty violet. Yay! Alright folks, another slime rain, another slime king. This time at night, but I'm prepared for him. Got a swiftness potion and a regen potion going on. Oh. Oh, ow, ow, ow. What's up with the spike slimes? Also, I've prepared myself a number of regular healing potions. Come on, King. Die, 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 die. Not again! No! Darn it. One of these days, I'll have the right stuff together to get him. And, I think I just need to actually build a bit of a slime-killing arena outside of my house. So, if this is the general difficulty level of the various, expert mode bosses, I'm in trouble when the eye shows up. And that is a spiked slime. That's no fun. Wow. Alright, folks, back when I'm getting the, mushroom farm together. Alright, YouTubians, I've got the basic frame of the mushroom farm built, as well as picked up a couple of things from the latest traveling merchant. Stopwatch to tell me how fast I'm moving, which is 15 miles per hour by default. Kinda neat. and no rare creatures nearby from the life form analyzer, which you don't actually need equipped to work. Same with, I believe, the depth meter and the stopwatch. You just need to have them. I'm keeping them equipped right now because I'm lacking in decent accessories anyway, and the depth meter is, the life form analyzer is giving me 4% melee speed, the stopwatch is giving me 4 defense, and the depth meter is giving me 1% damage, which is pretty nice. Also, I used my potion farm to put together some night owl potions and some shine potions, which I think are some of the best potions in the game because they let you operate a lot better without having tons of light all the time. Now, the basic frame of the standard mushroom farm goes a little something like this. You need to have dirt all over the place, and you're going to want platforms underneath the dirt that you have. But not all the way underneath at first, because especially for a sky platform like this, for mushroom farming, you need to grow grass up here. Now, later on in the game, you will have the Dryad who will sell you grass seeds, so you can avoid this if you want to. But that's you can't get access to her until after you beat the first boss, and I want a reliable, stable supply of regular mushrooms to make lots of healing potions with before I have to deal with the first boss. I probably have the supplies I need right now to be able to handle the first boss, but it's not a guarantee. And I like guarantee. So let's go ahead, and we're going to build it right up from over here for the time being, because I don't mind being limited in which direction I can go for a while. We're going to pop up with the... Oh, ow. Hello. Ow. Ow. Everything that could have gone wrong just did. Luckily, I'm out of range of that spore zombie. Let's use a health potion. They exist for a reason, folks. Bad demon eyes. Stop it. I am glad that fungus can't get to me. There. There we go. Now, the grass will slowly spread over time up this pillar of dirt to make it all the way up to the mushroom farm. But it's going to take a while. So, number one ingredient here is time. As we need to give it quite a bit of time, I'm going to go explore as far as I can in the other direction, heading to the left. The reason for this is twofold. One, I want to see if the dungeon is over there. Two, I want to see if I can get some of the crimson orbs shattered. Just a couple of them, see if I can find some goodies inside. And three, I want to get to the ocean and see if I can find the angler out there so that we can start doing some fishing. Because that would be fun. Get some fishing going, and that will allow us to start collecting some pretty cool rare materials as far as I'm aware. So, I'm going to gather my farms. Lots of Daybloom, which is good because Daybloom is used for both the Shine and the Night Owl potions, and I like to have, especially the Night Owl potions, quite a lot of them. Unfortunately, the Night Owls require Blinkroot, and I'm just not getting a lot of blinking Blinkroot. Oh well, I'm sure it'll start showing up eventually. And while we're away, that grass should continue growing. I shouldn't need to stay right near it for it to do so. There we go, Daybloom seeds, and get these replanted. This will be a lot easier to do once the once the Blinkroot is done. Oh, look, and it looks like I've got a handful of water lilies down here that are ready to be harvested the next time it rains. Awesome. I know I have a single lone shiver thorn in this mess somewhere. Huh, I wonder, like... Oh, okay, they don't actually blink. That's different. I'm used to them, like, literally blinking a lot and lighting up very brightly to be able to be, when they're ready to be harvested. I guess that doesn't happen anymore. Well, this is going to be the layer o' Blinkroot, so... There we are. There we go. Happiness is. Let's get this stuff out of my inventory. and head off to the left. I will rejoin you around the Crimson area once I'm ready to do some more exploring around there, and we'll go see if we can bomb and dynamite our way into some goodies. See you soon. Actually, real quick, one final note before I do leave. From Edwin the Merchant, I will be purchasing a bug net for 25 silver. This is going to allow me to gather bait along the way, and I'm going to need a good bit of bait once I want... What the heck? Gold squirrel? Can I capture that? I can! What the crap? Alright, I'm gonna have to look into what that does. Come on, let's go see what a gold squirrel does. It's a material and a consumable, apparently. Alright. Crafting. Gold squirrel. Can be turned into a gold squirrel cage with a terrarium. Alright. I don't even... What? Now I've got to look up the gold squirrel on the wiki as well. This is crazy. Sells for 10 gold coins. You know what? I think I'd rather keep it in a cage. Yeah, I want to make a... I'm gonna have to. Now I understand why there were a bunch of cages in Sanjiro's world, because there's cool stuff you can capture. Okay, does that include bunnies? It does! I wonder if I can sell bunnies. Because those I'll totally sell. They're also consumable. What? I can just eat the money? There's something a little bit wrong with that. Alright, folks. Going to gather some bait along the way. Mostly what I'm looking for is worms and grasshoppers. But I think the worms only show up when it's raining and you break grass. So I might not get any for a while. In any case, see you over at... Oh, speaking of which, there's a bug right there. Grasshopper. And as you can see, it tells me that it is 10% bait power. Alright, folks. See you over at the Crimson. Alright, folks. I'm in the Crimson, and it's a blood moon. This is probably going to end terribly for me, but I'm going to do my best to get some more deathweed seeds. And now is the time to do so. Because this is where the deathweed spawns in this world. And it's blooming right now. Did not mean to go underground. I have no interest in being in the Crimson Caverns during this time. Oh, crawler. By which I mean giant freaking spider monster. Uh-oh. No! Massacred by a face monster. Well, I told you it was gonna end poorly. Aw, darn it. Let's see if we... dropped 3 gold. Well, it means I brought one home. I got deathweed, but I did not get a single deathweed seed. That's a shame. Oh well. So, back to farming, and making a loom and bringing a bed with me so that next time I die in the Crimson, I can spawn right there, and not have to run back. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening killing dripplers and blood zombies and hoping I get something good. And if I do, you'll find me in the morning. If not, I will be back once I have a little bit of a bed going. See you soon. And morning dawns. 2 cool new things from the attack. Shark tooth necklace increases armor penetration by 5, and what might be my new most favoritist item in all of Terraria land, the money trough. I can now summon to me, wherever I am, a piggy bank. That is awesome! No more losing money for me. That would be great. Okie dokie. So I'm going to, once again, attempt the trip to the left. Let's go check on the, the regular mushroom farm before I go. By the way, if you need to keep zombies out, you always have the option of just sticking a torch right on the inside of the door. They won't be able to open it. I unfortunately got my nurse killed because I wasn't paying that much attention and she got smacked about. Alright, see, the grass has climbed up the pillar a bit, and now it is very simple for us to go ahead and mine through so that we can pass underneath again. We're gonna go ahead and flatten you back out. There we go. And now we can just leave that to grow. It won't need any more attention from us. So, I'm going to go get, sell some stuff. Ooh, precise shackle, 2% critical strike chance. And once I get things sold, by the way, the bunnies sell for about 5 silver apiece. Once I get myself sorted out and get all of my goodies sold, my money deposited, all of that sort of thing, my shiverthorn planted, we're going to put shiverthorn on the second tallest, I think. Yeah, I like that. Oh, hey. Apparently I can literally farm grasshopper bait by making a bunch of pots full of... Yeah, look at that. That's neat. I didn't know that was an option. Well, bait is certainly not something you need to worry about running out of if you're the least bit careful about it. Also, once we have the mushroom farm, the standard mushroom farm, there's going to be a ton of plants and grass that I'm cutting down on the regular. By the way, these platforms on the underneath, those exist to stop vines from growing down, because they will stop the various mushrooms and other plants from spawning. Okay, so as promised, we're going to get ourselves some beds made so that we can respawn where we want to. To do so, we're going to need to create the sawmill, which, oh, there it is made with 1 chain, 2 iron or lead bars, and 10 wood at a crafting station, a workbench. To get the chains, you're going to need to use some iron or lead at an anvil, I believe? Might be a forge, can't tell, I'm next to both, but probably the anvil. So, once you have your... Oh, hey, I can make the wooden yo-yo. Apparently that's a very nice starter weapon from what I've read. So, we grab our sawmill, get that down in the world, we'll place it over here with the other special crafting station that I have, and then we use the sawmill with a bunch of wood. You can make a bunch of cool other things, some new furniture, some better wall materials, mannequins, womanikins. Alright, that's actually kind of neat that they decided to include that. Weapon racks and item frames, these are new to me, I haven't messed with those at all. But what I'm after here specifically is the loom. The loom will allow me, with an expenditure of 12 wood, to craft silk. We'll go ahead and put it on the table, and oh no, we won't put it on the table in this room. That's alright. We'll put the loom up here. It's not something I will need to access often. And I don't really want to have everything next to each other. Oh hey, could make white yo-yo string on the loom to make the yo-yos even better. I'll wait until I can make some better yo-yos before I get into that, but I'm definitely going to play around with them. Anyway, bunch of silk is made out of cobweb, and then once you have the silk, you can craft various manners. You can make yourself a wizardly robe if you so choose, and you can make beds, but I believe that to make the bed, you need to be at the sawmill with silk and wood. Yes, here we go. And it requires 5 silk and 15 wood per bed. I am going to make, let's go ahead and make 5 of them for the time being. We're also going to bring with us a couple of workbenches and some chairs, which I need to be at a crafting area to make. I mean a crafting station, a workbench. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're going to keep these on hand for the time being so that we can make some outposts in the world in a couple of useful places. My 2 targets at the moment are going to be the spot right next to the Crimson and the Snow, as well as maybe the desert. And if I find the dungeon or the ocean, we'll make one over there. Now, these are not going to allow me to easily move back and forth between them yet. That is something I'll be able to do later on. But what it will do is let me set my spawn point right there, so when I do die, I don't have nearly as far to walk back. And, of course, before I leave, we are going to go ahead and make sure that this is the nurse's house. It is. Good. We're going to throw our bed down in the nurse's house, and we're going to set a spawn point there. Fantastic. Now, anywhere I go, I'm going to have to create a valid housing, so when I get there and I set my spawn point, I can then move the nurse there. And then once I'm off screen, the nurse will automatically relocate to her new home without me needing to do anything, or spend much time waiting either. So I can always have the nurse with me wherever I choose to respawn for quick restoration to full strength. Now I'm going to head off to that crimson snow border that I was talking about, and I'll meet you there. Alright, and here we have a nice quiet little igloo just at the edge of the ice biome, where if I go a little bit further this way, you can see the background change and it becomes the crimson biome. It would not let me build any further to the left without turning into an area that was not safe and would say, this housing is corrupted. This is not valid housing. Why is this not valid housing? That's strange. It should be. Did I not get all of the walls made or something? Hang on. We're going to check with the pig. We're going to grab our snow brick, and we're going to make sure that we have snow brick walls everywhere that we need snow brick walls. Why is this not... But... This should be valid housing. Darn it. Maybe it's the lack of chair. We'll try that. Are you now valid housing? I mean, it's not even giving me like a... Yeah, this is just flat out not valid housing. It's not telling me it's corrupted, it's just not valid. Arg. Why? I mean, it should... Here, maybe I need to, like, fix that crack in the wall? There. Pick out those. Everything's walls now. Not valid housing. Nope. There's nothing for it. Alright, well, I guess I tried building, I mean, if the crimson was too close, it should say that this housing is corrupted the way it did when I built one over there. If it was missing a specific thing, it should tell me what it's missing. It's got doors, it's got a table, it's got a bed. It's plenty big enough, because this is as tall as I can make it, and it only needs to be 10 wide. That's very strange. I have no idea why it's doing this. There's nothing from what the wiki tells me is valid housing that this should be doing. So I guess I'm going to attempt to make a wood house next door and see if that becomes valid. Be right back. Okay, so it looks like the problem was the snow brick wall. That wasn't counting as a proper wall. So this house is only missing a chair now, which I believe the bed should count as a chair. Nope, I put the bed down and it starts saying this is not valid housing again. Very weird. Alright, well, let's try putting the chair there. And now it's saying this is not valid housing again. What? Oh, it must be the peaceful candle? Could it be the peaceful candle? That'd be weird, because I was using the peaceful candles in my other house. This housing is missing a chair. This is not valid housing. What the heck? Wow. Alright, well, I guess I need to get rid of the snow brick entirely and replace it all with boreal wood. We'll try that. Back soon. Alright, so rebuilt the exact same house a little ways away, and it looks like this housing is suitable. The prevailing theory at the moment is that despite the fact it did not say it was corrupted, then there must have been some form of corruption involved. It's really strange, and I really hope the devs do something about that, because that's a really frustrating situation. When they give me a warning saying this house is corrupted, and then I move a couple of screens away, and apparently the same problem is causing the problem, but it's not telling me that that's the problem. That's really aggravating and frustrating. Anyway, now I can link my spawn point there, and now when I use my magic mirror, I appear on my bed. And I will also be able to tell the nurse to spawn here. And thanks to my money trough, I'll be able to spawn my piggy and put away the materials that I no longer need, like the boreal, well, actually just quick stack stuff first, like the boreal wood and the snow brick walls and the snow bricks. So I probably could have built this out of snow brick, actually, in the end. We'll grab a chair in there, put down a candelabra over here. We'll get the zombie Eskimo and ice slime banners up, because those are actually fairly powerful. They do a good job. And these peaceful candles, they're made out of the pink gel. They combine with the torches to make pink torches, and then you combine them with a couple of gold or platinum bars. I'm using platinum because I'm not going to get enough platinum to make a decent set of gear, most likely. Not until much later. And they, well, it says makes the surrounding creatures less hostile, but if you take a look, decreased monster spawn rate, and you'll notice that there's only one ice slime on the screen right now. There's very, very few monsters around when I have the peaceful candle. Alright, well look, there's 3 now, but yeah. Anyway, point being, they do a good job of keeping you safe. So, that's going to be all the time that we have for today. Tomorrow we will continue our trek leftward. I suppose it's technically eastward because the sun rises in the left. And we will see if we can find the dungeon or the ocean and the angler. Either way, it'll be a good time. Let me know if you liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and tell me what you liked. If you did not, leave a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better. And I will see you next time.